All right, welcome back to Campbell Racing. We're going to do the Arrive and Drive in the Gen 4 Cup at Charlotte Motor Speedway. If you're new to the Arrive and Drive series, it's where I show up without any practice. I don't qualify, and we just get out on track and race. Going to be a strength field of 3752 for this race. I'm the number 12 car. I am going to go out on track here and practice, but it's not going to be qualifying like I'll give myself a black. Just see what we can come up with. I have changed a little bit here. I'm staying at 12 to 1, but steering offset, I'm going to go with minus 10. I think that's somewhat straight, if I remember correctly. And I'm lowering my brake bias to 62. So let's go see. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. Let's see how this feels. Also, I recalculated my field of view, and so things might look a little bit different here. Did it, I think, about 2 days ago, and it's taken some getting used to, but it's starting to get a little more comfortable. Everything kind of seems zoomed in a little bit more, and I've noticed like I'm able to hit my lines a little bit better. So hopefully that will translate into better finishes for us as well. I'm not going to push the car too much right now. Even not pushing, I kind of overran entry there. I'm wanting to hug that bottom as much as I can. And felt a little bit of looseness there on exit. Definitely can't drive entry as hard as I just did. So we'll go another one and back it up. See what we can do. You really want to hug this line here at Charlotte. This force feedback seems ridiculously strong. Oh, it's because it's at 16.7, that's why. Like it at 12.8 when I'm at 12 to 1. That would have been very bad in the race.
Alright, bud, we're going to have to pit here. Checker flag.
Alright, so that was much better, kind of taking it easy on entry. And we'll do so here in 3 as well. Yeah, the car definitely likes to be pampered and just kind of take it easy. Now, one thing in 1, when I say that you want to be on the line, I'm saying like on the line. A lot of people are running here and they're like, yeah, I'm on the line, but no, you've got to be like here. The paint has a little bit of extra grip. In this car, you don't want too much, so I'm probably not going to be on it as much as I am in the other vehicles. But if you can get your tires actually on that line, then it gives you a little bit extra grip and will help save the right front. But we don't care about the right front as much in this car with it being as loose as it is. So, going to run a little bit of a higher line here. Definitely wanting to over-rotate. Got a minute 45 left. We'll do another high line and then we'll come in and pit. I was way up the track there. I was trying to hold the seam more on entry, so definitely overdriving entry. You're going to have to remember that and lift earlier. This car also seems to do a lot better when you gently roll in and out of the throttle. Even when I was like hard lifting before, it was kind of skating on me a little bit. So we'll come around this time and pit. Long race, I believe it's 80 laps, so we're definitely not going to push anything early. and just try to feel what the car is doing and let it come to us. Oh, that was too slow because that was too easy.
Here we come, guys. 10 away.
Okay.
Sean and Scott, are you qualifying? Hit ready to race?
Oh, Derek's here. Good win, Derek. Let's see where we end up. Derek actually qualified, but it was all the way back in 12th. I don't know what happened to him. So we will be gridding 19th, it looks like. So definitely want to be taking it easy back here. Let the race come to us. That didn't work out at Richmond, obviously. Should have been pushing that the whole time. But, again, that's not really my style. Just kind of sit back and see what we can make of it. Oh, let's go ahead and hop on grid.
One to go. He'll be lining up on the inside. We're way good on fuel, so go like hell.
I hate when we line up
Close.
this way. It's not near as bad now that I have triple screens because I can actually see them. But when I started and I just had the single screen, my field of view was so close, so like the A pillar was here, so I couldn't even see this part. And I had no idea when cars were going. It was bad. Yeah, don't expect to touch the brake bias too much. I do think that 68 is too tight, but also I remember the guy was driving it in deep at Homestead, and it didn't appear to be burning up his right front too much, unless he was lying, which was fairly high likelihood, to be honest. So I decided I'm going to be throwing it in there. I may bump that up because I'm usually the really slow in, kind of trail brake off and do that. So if you're going to throw it in, you definitely need a higher brake bias than 62. Let's make sure that
We have 2 sets of
it's
tires.
recording. Yep. All right, 2 sets of tires here. Make sure that, yep, they're checked. Auto fuel, does our button box work today? It does. Gonna be a good day. It was cutting off a couple of times, just randomly. I don't know what was happening with it, and I've also had my sound cutting out
Behind the 7.
every now and then.
And
So
behind the 18.
got some
Behind
technical
the
challenges
19.
that we may have to deal with.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 22. You'll be behind the 15. Get behind the 3.
I'm sorry for ruining the theme of the first 2 rows.
Looks like we can go almost 50
You're
on
lining up
fuel.
behind the 3.
I'm not going to worry about getting a good restart here and being all up on them. If these guys want to go around, that's fine. Here we go.
Radio check. Test 1, 2. Radio check. You got it.
It's a good looking Gatorade car, and I'm not
Hey,
biased because
guys,
it's 15 at all.
Have a good day. Green flag. Inside. Clear.
Wasn't planning on going, so I wasn't paying attention. Didn't hear the spotter say anybody outside, but sometimes there's that delay. And so I was just kind of chilling to make sure that there wasn't anybody out there. He's probably like, why the hell are you pinching me? I will let this guy go.
29.786. Inside's cleared.
It may be slow, but that felt like a really good entry to 3 there. On the dash lines,
Caution's out.
Look up.
Can you look at those temps real quick, bud? Closed right now.
Oh, we're off to a
Around
good
the
start.
14.
woo,
But the caution was you, though.
You'll be lining up behind the 24.
but when the dash line stopped, that's where I was just kind of trail breaking
Around
in.
the 16.
Yeah, and you jackasses that just blew through it. Guess what?
You're gonna be
We
coming
get to pass you.
around the 14. Behind the
Deal.
22.
You tried to block me when you got loose and stepped on you.
But yeah, so I
went
started
back
trail
him
breaking
outside,
there
then he went to block
on the
me.
way
So,
in, and
don't
it
EMD
felt
and say, "Hello,
super
we're pushing."
stable there. So
We got beat. So those 2 lanes between my car and the wall, yeah, you just couldn't have gone there.
why are we not going?
I could have. However, you were chasing me up there. And these cars drive like shit through the quad oval anyway, so
All right, yeah. So much value being provided
Line
there.
up behind the 24.
Since I'm not pitting, I could have just gone ahead and come around this guy, but was just sort of zoned out and didn't. Not worth coming in and pitting. Obviously, we wouldn't be taking tires, and for fuel, we've got way more than half anyway. But before we had the caution, so I don't really think going in and topping off is
The road
worth
will
it.
be closed this time.
Do need to watch this 24 here. He was sending it on me, and he's blinking, so that's a really good combination. I've got to find a better spot into 1 that feels as stable as it does in 3. I usually brake like right when I'm cresting the hill, going down into 1, and then it can the hill kind of like lets it settle down on the line. Tried that, and it feels a little loose. I don't have the exact line figured out yet, so we'll keep working at that and seeing if we can come up with something.
All right, we need to be behind the 24. The long race, guys. A lot of stuff's going to be happening. A little difficult
Checking
to
his
keep
phone
up
or
with maybe
something.
From time to time. As long as we be smart.
Good way to
pay
get a
attention to the tempo of the race,
1X
make
for
smart
no reason.
adjustments, We'll be just fine. 1 minute 37.368. We're on the bottom.
I love the custom numbers, but you never know who's who. I think we've got 3 15s in here. I'm behind the 10, who's the 16. The 20 up there doesn't look like he's the 20. Maybe he is, but there's 2 24s. There's one beside me and one up there. I need to remember to turn them off for fixed races like this or officials, and then have it on for the league, but I'd inevitably forget, so we just leave it as is and complain about it.
Line Get back in your seat there, man. Give those belts a good tug. Double check your steering wheel.
We're a little bit farther up in the field, so we kind of need to go a little more here, just so we don't get run over.
Green flag.
Have it, dude.
25.494.
He's in a hurry to be up in the wreck. Okay, that felt good as well.
Outside.
I braked at the end of the dash lines in one, so it's going to be slow right now, but it's saving our tires for sure, and we'll definitely pay dividends in the long run.
Outside, outside. Still outside. 31.275. Still outside. Still outside. You're clear.
Go high, let that dude have it.
Inside. Still inside. Still there.
My guess is we'll see them all in about 20 laps,
Still inside.
if not sooner.
31.491. Clear, clear.
Yep, can't slide these tires, bud. They don't come back.
Outside, outside. Door outside. You're clear, clear. .242.
So I've seen where, like, if you run really hard, you do run wear the right rear more than the right front.
Side.
So I've noticed people running up top a lot more, and what that does is that burns more the right front. So it's not that it saves your tires, but it keeps the balance a lot better. So if you feel like you're starting to get tight, or I'm sorry, loose by running the bottom, you might want to consider running up high, and it'll just burn more right rear and kind of bring the balance back to the car. But these guys can't be loose already, so I kind of disagree with them running up high right now, because I feel like that's just going to make them tighter than what they need to be. But joke's going to be on me. They're going to just run off and leave me, I'm sure.
31.109.
I'm not going to be concerned until the fuel gauge is at half. If we're not gaining about then it's time to worry a little bit. But right now we're just kind of logging laps and trying to save our stuff. So making sure to feather it on exit as well. That's a really good way to kill your race in these cars, is to gas it up too soon. .234.
31.317.
Even as easy as I'm driving it, I'm not getting to the bottom the way that I should. We're a little more than 5 seconds behind the leader. Oh, that was a big old bump.
.628.
Now, do they have beef or not? That's the question.
.482. I think we're under caution here. Closed. The road's closed. Should be starting
Okay.
behind the 13. Should be starting behind the 13.
Well, that is unfortunate because I think now we've got to come in and get tires. And all that goes for naught.
All right, we need to be behind the 13.
Yeah, we're in 17th and it didn't happen in front of us. That's not good.
Open, open. Line up behind the 13.
Yeah, they're coming. Can't imagine that they wouldn't.
Here we go. We are 10 away. 5 away. Got your mark. Now, turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in.
95, 94. So that's where we want to be. It was coming together and something happened.
Go, 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 go. Fuck, we're gonna run out of tires, man.
$60 laps to go, 48 on fuel. So
Come around in 22.
save what we can. I mean, we're still going to be pitting again, but
You'll be lining up behind the 23. You're gonna have to come around the 22. Behind the 23.
just need to get those habits in, right? You never know when saving a little bit will come into play. Not only from, say, you go in and take tires and they're waiting on the fuel or whatever. Well, if you've got more fuel, you have to wait less on the fuel. Might get you out in front of somebody. But also, it does affect the balance of the car. And so, if you want to keep that balance as even as it was prior to the caution, I know we just filled up, so it's kind of a moot point here. But if you want to keep the balance like as even as you can, then you want to clutch as much as possible, and it's just a good habit to get into. We really need a long run here. I feel like we'll be pretty good. Can get a top 10 in the long run. But we're going to need some help to make that work out. So if we can go 50 on fuel, and we're looking to start gaining on people halfway through that, that's 25 laps. So looking here at, you know, like 46, 47, something like that, that's when we should be starting to pick them off. It should be a little early for them to start pitting. I don't know, but we're just gonna pit according to when everybody else pits. If it does go green, I don't know if people are gonna get. 60 seems long. I don't think they'll go 40. You know, 38 on this set, but they may. Just hoping for a caution to come out, right? Because if you go in after 30 and that's your last set, and then there's a caution that comes out 10 laps later, you're just done for the race. So yeah, maybe staying out is the play. Kind of like being on the outside here, since our plan is to not go. That'll get a couple guys around us and let them go be first in the wreck. I'm going to try to save that last set as long as I can.
Pace cars off, you ready? Green flags out. 1 minute 26.489. Door out.
Ooh, that dude is sending it.
Still outside. Clear, clear, clear. .598.
People sliding all over the place. I mean, guys, there's still 56 laps left in the race.
.018.
Yeah, I'm really liking my markers right now. I need to get lower in the corner, but I'm really liking my entries for right now.
31.011. .114.
Those guys are pushing. Like I feel like I'm running the same laps as before, just kind of chilling. They were like, no, there's 55 laps in the race. We've got to go now.
31.
And one of us is wrong.
4.
If you're letting somebody by, you really don't want to run that far above the seam here.
31.241. Still there, door.
You need to give them a whole lot extra room you can. But
Still inside. Stay with him. Still inside. Inside is clear. .392.
why'd he pass me on the low line if he's just gonna run high? He could have just run high and gone around me.
.324.
Kind of want to push a lap just to see what I could get, but it's just not worth it, because if I slide a little bit and get loose, and then I've ruined my tires for a good, 5 to 10 laps. So
31.305.
thought the 6 was saving dropping back this far, and then it gets loose, and it's like, oh, they may have gotten them super hot and having them chill for a bit.
Working outside. Still outside. Still there. 31.664. Still there. Clear.
I don't know why he didn't lift and give us both a better entry into that corner. I'm not as worried about getting down to the line, because what that does is that gives you extra grip to turn left, which saves your right front. And my right front was 1% better than the rear. So I'm still going down on the bottom line, but I'm not hooking it like I do in every other car. So if I was in any car except the Gen 4, I'd really be upset that I'm not getting to the bottom, but it's all right.
31.656.
We're 6 seconds behind the leader, so about what we were before. Maybe a little more drop off this time.
31.606.
Like a lot of these guys are pushing too hard on exit as well. Please don't come back up and kill me.
31.649.
You can see they're hugging the bottom the same as I am, but then they're going out to the wall earlier, and that's because they're getting on throttle sooner, which is just putting more heat in the right rear. So if they just wait just a little bit or get on it a little bit softer, it won't do that to them. Just kind of hook it just a little longer and then go straight. You get a much better runoff, and it saves your tires.
31.94. .056.
Okay.
Inside. Clear. Got a slow car on the bottom. Coming up on halfway.
If that's how we want to do it, we can definitely play.
32.201. Outside. Still out there. Clear if you need it. .036.
And the dividends are starting to pay off. As long as I don't overdrive entry like I just did. I'm hoping these guys get this sorted out by the time I get there, though.
31.998. .265.
And of course they didn't.
.35. Outside. Still outside. Still outside. Clear. Outside.
Maybe me forcing this guy
Outside.
high is getting the guy in front of us a little bit better run.
Still there. Clear. 32.405.
I see smoke. They saved it.
Outside. Still outside. Clear outside. .758.
I need to get to this guy before he gets to the guy in front of him. The hell is that guy doing?
Outside. Still out there. Still outside. Clear up top. 32.31.
It's just about getting the right run at the right time now.
32.298. Outside. Still outside. Clear. Good job. 32.4. Outside. 32.475. Still there. Everybody's running about the same speed ahead of you.
I don't know why so many people want to block, like when you run them down from like 3-4 seconds behind. I'm way over driving 3. I'm getting tight there.
.374.
Just gonna stay high here. Sounds like if I just give them that one turn, they'll be gone.
Know you're on the way. 32.488. Inside, clear him.
God, I'm getting tight. .496. Hey, there we go.
Hey man, your mic.
I mean, I didn't.
I'm not pitting this time.
I really didn't want to see it, but
They're close.
Poor shit
All right,
ass
buddy.
shit.
Line up behind the 20.
makes it a little bit easier on our part because there's a lot of guys that have to take the wave around. I mean, they're only going to be on like 4 or 5 lap old tires, but
You're lining up behind the 20.
you know, that's not nothing, right? And it's not like they can go in and get more after the wave around. So sitting in a pretty decent spot here, but I am going to have to go a little bit harder off the bat.
The road will be open to the caution car. I think that means us.
So have to put on our big boy pants now.
We come, guys. 10 away. 5 away. That's smart. Now, turn in here. Turn in, turn in. You're going to be leading on me.
Tires were 74, 77. Felt way more tight than 3%.
Go, 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 go. Out of fucking tires.
All right. Don't know that we lost any spots there. Maybe one.
You're behind the 7.
That's a lot of guys getting the wave around. But yeah, so we're in a weird spot. Say 24 at the line, so probably end up being 22 to go. 21, which is still time to save. Like, it'll kind of even out, but you don't want to like lose the track position and then come back up even to them, right? You kind of want to keep it. So you got to push a little bit harder than you want to. Because it's only even if it goes green the entire time. If we get one more caution and you've given up that track position, well, you're just screwed. So you got to go, but not like go. I feel like I can push it a little bit harder, but I don't know. Without the practice, I don't know exactly how hard I can go without just sending it in too deep and then like washing up the track. But we'll see. Still liking the new field of view. So it just kind of came about by happenstance. Like, my wife was in here measuring some stuff and was like, hey, let me see the tape measure. And I measured the field of view again, expecting just to reaffirm, oh yeah, 67, 65 is what Derek was running. So he was running way harder than I was. But I was just expecting it to reaffirm what I had already had. And it was like way off. So I was at 158 before, and now it's at 142. So it's way off. And I was like, okay, maybe I measured something wrong. So I had my wife measure all the measurements, and I didn't tell her what I got.
One to go.
And she came up with the exact same thing. So it's like, all right, well, let's try that and see how it goes. So far, so good. Yeah, these guys are like murdering. I don't believe some of the numbers that they're putting up, but all the numbers that they're putting up, they're driving it harder than I am. So definitely gonna need to pick it up here. So now we're going from max save to save.
You put down that pitch here. That yeah, we're working on it, Earl. We're trying to get Cody figured out. Stuff's messed up. Okay. Hey, cars off. Be ready. Green flag. 1 minute 29.1. Gate 1 inside. Clear low. In them, buddy. Roll that thing through there. Do a great. Inside. Still there. Still there. still inside. 33.514. Still there. Inside. Clear. .426. 20 laps to go. This time by.
They are definitely taking a wider entry than I am into 3. Woo! Gonna have an issue on my hands here.
30.546.
Yeah, they are definitely entering higher than I am. I feel like the race in front of me, the guy's gonna get turned. Not that he's doing anything wrong, they're just racing hard. These cars are already on edge, so a little bump. Not gonna be friendly. I need to take advantage while they're too wide, though. Get up a little closer.
30.568. .615.
The little gap behind me, I'm torn between saving and managing that gap and then getting up here and maximizing when they go too wide. I need to learn to be more aggressive, so I think we're gonna go here. As soon as I say that, the right starts, or the rear end starts to step out on me.
30.8.
Looks like they're sliding all over the place in the rearview mirror. Damn it.
Yellow.
Did not want to see that.
What's going on out there, bud? Closed. Pit road's closed.
We had something to work with there.
Hey, come up last week, Rick.
We're going to restart behind the 17.
So you'll notice when the guy went to my inside, I just kind of held that that seam. You kind of got to trust them to not come up into you,
All right,
but
buddy.
they have
Line up
plenty of
behind
room,
17.
right? So I mean, you can fit 2 cars down here if you really try. But if you hold at that seam or come in a little bit lower, it kind of pinches them down, and they're not able to get the exit that they want. And that's how I was able to defend the last time. I don't know if it'll work this time or not, because we got a really good run last time, a good jump. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Open there, Earl. Looks like it.
But I need to just finish and get positive iRating. I haven't gotten positive iRating yet on the Arrive and Drive. last week after the Gen 4 Arrive and Drive, I did another race at Richmond in the Gen 4, and yeah, I qualified. Did I qualify in that one? Can't remember if I qualified, but just knowing what to do, was able to come away with some positive iRating, finished in the top 10. So that was good, much needed.
9, got the lucky dog. Gonna have a lap car coming to the outside.
I've still got to do the A-fixed
Behind the
for
9.
this week. I may get that done tomorrow. I hope this isn't just restart after restart after restart. Although I do need the restart practice, so silver lining and all. How many are on the lead lap? 19. And the next guy's 7 laps down, so get a couple more laps in, and looks like 19th is the worst we can get.
Closed right now.
It's sad when you're already planning on getting wrecked. I'm like, how bad is it going to be? Also, might have noticed the new gloves. I went with the Sparco Mechanics gloves. It was me and my wife's 13th anniversary this last week, and so she got me some nice gloves for my anniversary. I gave her my unconditional love. Restarting on the outside again. Not the biggest fan of it, but it'll work.
They're asking for a thumbs up or down at the flag stand if you think the track is ready or not.
I do get a better view of the leader when he goes.
0:45. They're thinking about this restart a little bit. We will
So
be on the
maybe we
outside.
can roll it and
Let's do a really good job. We got 10 laps
not
to go
lose
this time
too many
by.
spots. Was able to get down before the 24 was got to me on the inside line. I don't think he'll be as patient this time. I think he may have lifted and let me in a little bit. Have to go back and look, but he definitely won't this time. So we may be forced to stay on the outside, kind of pinch a little bit, give him the inside, and then hopefully get the run. All right, here we go.
About coming to green this time. Okay, car's down. Be ready. green. 1 minute 30.936. Inside. Get ready to put it on him now. Still inside. Clear low. Inside. Still inside.
Wasn't able to push the way I needed to there.
Still inside. Still there. Still inside. 32.434. Still there. Still inside your door. Too wide inside. Still there. 4 clear. Inside. Caution.
Problem.
What do you got for temps, sir?
That was sort of on me. Because I-
Alright, so we're gonna have to come around the 13.
Because I
I didn't push
Got
it
tight.
too low, did I, Josh? Or Kenneth?
I had no clue if we were, and I was chasing the car all the way up here.
Come around the 16. Alright, you're gonna have to come around to 23.
ooh, that was a good bounce.
Alright, so we're gonna have to come around the 14. You're behind the 18.
So we definitely we're in a bad spot there. Got tight instead of hitting the wall. Had to check up. He was taking the run that he had and forced it 3, and there was just nowhere else to go. I don't know if he just came up into me pushing or if he was forced up into me or what, but that was my fault for losing the run there. We're still full power. We're good. We're good.
5 laps to go.
Weird. The tires almost feel like they have a flat spot on them or something. Just riding around, it's like I didn't feel that before. Yeah, that's definitely something that I've got to work on, is like the first 3 laps after a restart. I don't have that pure speed that a lot of guys have that push. I'm just scared to push it that much, because I'm like, if I go and push it too far, I end up, in 20th and potentially ruining somebody else's race. And if I just hang off of that a little bit, I may lose 2 or 3 spots, right? But it's not going to be as bad. And so I tend to go that, which isn't always the mentality that you need to have, right? I need to work on my aggression. You're just going to piss some people off when you're doing it.
The road is
'Cause
closed.
even if you do it properly, it's still going to be pissing some people off. And when you're learning to do it, you're definitely not going to do it properly every time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is some of these guys might be about to be really pissed at me. I'm just glad that didn't completely end our race. Hopefully we can get a good restart on the inside this time and gain a spot back. But if I could walk out of here with a top 10 after not practicing and not qualifying, I would take that. Especially when we were going to have a top 5, I think, if the race was green. But unfortunately, it didn't, and it's showing what we need to work on.
Your radio actually sounded really scratchy that last time you were talking to us. Maybe just kind of look down there real quick and double check your connection, check your helmet. 1 minute 34.083. Looks like you should line up on the inside.
Huh. Usually, when you adjust the brake bias, it goes by like half percentages, and this is going in much finer detail than that.
Make sure you got all your stuff where you need it, but you're ready to go. Pace car's off, be ready. Be ready. Green light. Couple more
Really?
laps.
You idiot.
1 minute 31.976.
Well, sorry, there was stuff ahead of me.
How was your forward drive there towards the end of that little
Really?
run we just did?
I cannot go anywhere.
Radio check to the pit crew, guys. 1,
I got pushed into the guy in front of me.
closed.
We're all sitting there waiting to go, and you're just running over my back bumper and lift my rear tire. Good job.
It's only going to be 1 attempt
Well,
at the green light checker.
that's a fantastic way to end a race.
Number 19. Is he still
Good
running?
job, boys. Good job.
I think we should be behind at 5.
We just cannot catch a break in this series, man.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 5. Line up
We
behind
go
the
from
10.
From top 10
Hey, lady,
to
blind 19, come on, Pop.
who
I
cares?
think we should be behind at 5. Pit road will be open.
I'm trying. The car's dead.
Still got full power. Cannot catch a break.
And come on the outside, 14.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 10. 10, got the lucky dog. Going to have a lap down car coming.
Well, now we need the karma to come back to us, be a big wreck that we make it through, and get our top 10. It's not going to happen, but just cannot catch a break.
There's only one green white checker.
That is so unfortunate.
That might not be a good thing.
I just, there's nothing much to say, you know. Nothing much to say. People get desperate.
Closed.
I'm surprised that we don't have more visible damage than we do, considering everything that's just happened to us, to be honest. Like, this over here doesn't look quite right, but it's not, you know, all jacked up. That just takes the wind out of your sails, man. Doing what we need to do. Make a mistake. We're coming back from it. I had a fantastic restart. It was right on the dude. I could have forced it 3, but I was like, no. You know, I don't want to be that guy. Let's just leave it here. And then end up getting turned. Nice guys really do finish last, apparently.
1 to go. You're starting on the inside, I think. 1 minute 35.333.
The best part of it is whoever did it, they never say sorry. You know, if it's like, hey man, that's my bad, I got in too deep. People understand it. You're racing hard, but yeah, the silence is deafening. That's what pisses people off the most.
Lick the stamp and send it.
I don't think everybody's finishing this race.
Go for the green this time. Pace car's off, be ready. Green flag. 1 minute 30.139. In and out.
Wow, dude.
Inside's clear.
Wow.
Outside. Still there. Still outside. Clear, clear.
12th place is super important to the 5.
33.399.
I mean, what does it matter when you finish back here anyway, right?
Let's go. We didn't wreck. How did I make it?
There we go.
Checker, right? Yep.
No, it wasn't.
So, obviously, we were pretty
Dude,
far
I
right
about shit
there.
myself when you count the size.
Yep.
Alright, let's go see. So that guy did what I didn't want to do, and it paid off. So guess what? We're gonna get to drive differently next time. I should have slammed on the brakes and given him a black flag, because if he passes me before the start finish here, he gets a black flag. I should have just done that. Okay. Things are duly noted. Alright. Let's go back and look at... this, yeah. Wow. Okay. Sean, my man. And he finishes ahead of us. Of course he does, because, you know. Because of course. And see, I could have made, right here, I had such a run, I could have made the exact same move that the 5 did. But I didn't. And that's my reward. And that pretty much just sums up the entire series. Yay! But that'll do it. Thanks for watching.